I've seen the show. I've seen the first episode, not the second one.
Brent, did you said you had something or no?
I didn't.
Oh. So your daddy issues are more about how you're a shitty dad.
Nah, back off, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to City Dads, episode number 3. I'm your host, Ryan Ballard. With me is the 3 practice All-American from the university formerly known as Fontbonne, Corey Smith. Brent Thomas Callahan from Sandusky, Ohio. Welcome.
Not my name or my place of birth, but close enough.
I mean,
Callahan Auto Parts.
Yeah.
He thought.
at some point I'll learn the information about you, but until...
Dad said the brake pads are going to save the company.
There it is. Thomas Callahan.
Autobiographical.
It was a walkie-talkie.
Niner. So great, boys. First episode we're together. Fantastic. No coincidence. First 3 points of the season. First W.
Yeah.
I think.
Fun game.
Fun game.
A lot of action.
Oh my God.
Balls found the back of the net.
Goals.
Wasn't pretty at a lot of it. Got a lot of luck. But Corey, what do you break us down, soccer guy?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it was a great game. A lot of action. Absolutely. I want to say we did get lucky there. I mean, 3-0 is not a fair scoreline to LA Galaxy, but away wins are huge. Away wins, 3 points. That's all you needed. You saw the same lineup. That's old news now, I guess. We're playing 5 backs. If it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing.
Was it technically 5 backs in the beginning or no?
I saw 5 backs, yeah.
Because it was Dirk and I don't know.
You got Wallen. No, maybe we've been saying his name wrong the whole time. I don't know.
If you say Vollen though, like you feel, like little white supremacy.
Like you say his name correctly.
Yeah, I don't know, but when you say it is
frustrating.
what I'm saying. Is when you say it, it sounds a little like, oh, this dude's read Mein Kampf.
Ryan pronounces it with an F. Tune into episode 2 to understand that reference.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it.
Not worth going back.
But yeah, it was super sloppy early. Even the first goal was
A gift.
That's
a gift.
But like I think what you've been telling me is the idea that Klaus should just create chaos, and he kind of did on that first goal, right? Like he was right in there, goalie can't get his hands on it. They make a pathetic attempt to try and clear it, and goes right to a shirt.
You can do all like the mental gymnastics you want to do about why we deserve that goal. We definitely didn't.
No,
It was
yeah.
a goalkeeper and defender mistake, and just bad, sloppy defense from Galaxy. And it changed the whole game. It probably like that goal doesn't go in before halftime. They've dominated most of that half. They've had some chances. I mean, Berkey stood on his head 2-3 times in the first half, kept us alive.
First time this season he hasn't had to do that.
Had to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So it easily could have been 3-2, but it could have been 5-2 because we also they had a couple chip shots that just
was it
way wide for no
Hartel's
reason.
the first one where he just hit the side of the net,
Toy Shirt shot one, just closed his eyes and blasted it as hard as he could.
and Klaus hit the post
Klaus
on
hit the
one.
post.
That was I thought looked good, but yeah, no. But again, yeah, like Galaxy had a wide open net.
Yep.
Kicked it wide. Like it's just one of those things where it was a lot of gifts, a lot of fucking gifts.
I know you said we started with 50 defenders, but like we spent so much more time with the ball on the far side trying to score it. Like the first 2 games were anxiety inducing because I was just constantly sure.
The far side,
Yeah.
like the comic.
Well, from me, from where I'm watching, it was on the far side. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
This
I believe
time-
that. I like that you're in your like living room and you're on the side of your TV,
That's
like
right.
staring like this.
I'm trying to see down the camera, see that camera line.
What's Berkey seeing from this angle?
Yeah.
No, it was. I mean, it was great. It was one of those. Once we started rolling, fantastic.
That's what you need to see this year. That's how we're successful. That's how we finish. In one of those home field advantage spots is just lockdown defense, 5 backs, and then getting the one counter goal for those teams that want to play with possession like Galaxy. And once you're up, it's a team that's going to win most of the games we take the lead in.
I think it was interesting after the game. Olaf, so hot, want to touch the hiney. Melberg,
Even in a t-shirt.
in a t-shirt,
In a baggy t-shirt.
Over that, the other coach was trying so hard.
Yeah, right.
Buttoned up,
Yeah.
nice. That shirt was expensive. That's not
He's LA.
right.
That's LA.
There's a very LA look. Olaf shows up St. Louis City dad look, oversized T-shirt, like he's coaching a U10 soccer team.
I think it's always sexy when you can tell they're comfortable. You know.
Yeah,
That's
they feel comfortable around you. They're like, hey, you're seeing the real me.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice.
No makeup, no filter.
Yeah, just
baggy T-shirt.
Yeah,
sweatpants.
All right, I'm hard.
So,
Yuck.
But he talked about after the game, for the majority of the game, not great defensively, just not great. Wasn't there. And then he took Twellman criticized him. I think it was about 61 minute mark where he brought in Yarrow and Betcher for Klaus and Teuscher. And like, hey, it's too early. You shouldn't do that. I thought it was a great move at the time. You're up 2-0, right? Get out of there with 3 points. And then I thought noticeable difference too when Morales came in and Durkin came off. They all of a sudden it got much better. Formation got much better, in my opinion. I don't know.
No, I saw a little bit of the same thing. I kind of, hey, real hot take early. I don't think I hate Taylor Twellman.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he might listen to the show.
I think I might be into him.
I think he's into us.
I think he's into us.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Taylor Twellman.
Friend of the show.
So you might have missed his comment, but Ryan, do you?
He's looked at into the game, commented on Olaf's looks. I don't know, but that's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
I think we clued him in.
I think we clued him in.
Yeah.
Called him Thor.
Maybe I'll reach out and see if we can do a segment.
I'm sure he.
Smash or pass with Taylor Twellman?
Yeah.
All right.
Smash or pass. Just go through the city lineup.
Home and home.
It just could be called Smash or Smash.
Right. You're not going to find a pass.
Yeah. But no, it was. But yeah, I think that's the thing is like, clearly at 60 minutes we got a defensive head coach, defensive gaffer. He's like, no, we're going to get out of here with 3 points. We got 2-goal lead.
I was confused at where Yarrow was going to fit, and it looked like things kind of broke down after that. And they almost scored like a minute or two afterwards, and that's when I went like, oh, here it comes.
Right.
That shot goes in from Peck. I think Peck misses a sitter there. A sitter is a goal you should score every time.
Oh, yeah. We're all learning together.
That's not. I didn't know that.
The more you know.
Again, to me, where it got better was Durkin coming off.
Those are two very different defensive midfielders. Durkin wanders and roams and covers as much ground as anybody can out there, and Morales kind of sits in that holding midfield spot, dictates play, breaking stuff up, and he's really just kind of like a check down pressure valve, sort of like tight ends in football. Make a little 5-yard pass, get you out of trouble.
Yeah, formationally, he just seems like it was more sound. And again, like obviously Durkin's been playing a lot of minutes already. Clearly going to rely on him. Something we're going to have, but I think you talked to every time I've talked to you about, you've always brought up concerns about Leuven and Durkin on the pitch together.
Yeah, that partnership. I think Leuven is not a traditional defender. That guy is, and when he came to City, he was playing in a more advanced role, and Carnell actually kind of dropped him because I think he wants space to be able to look and pick out those crazy passes, and finding that space right in front of our center backs pretty well. The problem is that's kind of where you want your defensive midfielder to sit most of the game, and Chris Durkin is sort of walkabout, covering 6 to 7 miles a game, so when you lose that ball in the middle of the field at like the center circle, those guys are putting their head down and coming right down the middle, and it's just Edu trying to play defense. That's not his strong suit. That's not why he's out there. And he was skinned a couple times yesterday just because Durkin's out of position, and we got lucky that they didn't put one of those in.
Is that enough soccer talk?
Would you compare that relationship between those two, between like Brian Smash Williams and Tim Riggins? Is that like a similar? Do they have to complement each other?
Ryan, we don't have time for that.
I'm just saying, Coach Taylor made those two personalities come together, and that's what we need, I think, at this point.
Yeah, we could. I think Olaf Melberg could learn a whole lot from the Friday Night Lights television series.
Yeah, I mean, two hot head coaches. Kyle Chandler, stud. I mean,
I still all the similarities. I get it.
He doesn't have the beard. Beard goes.
Do you think like when this season ends, And next year starts, Caden Glover will just be like a 28-year-old guy, fully. And they're like, no, it was just 1 year.
Yeah.
He was a sophomore last year. I know we never
You don't
told you
think
that.
Tim Riggins flunked? You don't think he got held back? Like they're like, you're going to be a
I
few credits
that
short.
character has probably been in high school for 15 years.
But Ryan, you've got him hitting puberty over the summer. I'm hearing. That's what happened.
I hope Caden Glover develops this summer. That'd be magical, right?
Who's the other, the new?
But Galaxy have a 14-year-old on the pitch? Who was that kid?
No.
He was super young.
Not true. 17.
I haven't seen any.
We'll fact check it.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Unknowable, really.
Yeah, minor's a minor, you know. I don't know what the California laws are.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
If we ever got T-shirts with quotes on this, a minor's a minor.
Minor, you know.
Corey Smith.
That's universal, at least in
He draws a hard line, and I appreciate it.
I just, let's put it out there.
So that was soccer talk. You lost me 12 minutes ago. I think Ryan was typing an email in the middle of your analysis.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
know what it was.
I was confirming that it was
offense.
Brian Smash Williams before I went to Friday Night Lights. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I know it's Smash, pretty sure it's Williams.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking old Friday Night Lights, not the movie. I was like, that's Booby. And I started thinking Booby Miles.
Yeah.
So I had to confirm.
I'll just keep talking about soccer. Lots of good things to take away from the game. But I also want to say, could have lost that game. I don't know how much you can take away from the actual performance. We are really bad on the ball, like in possession. And I want to talk a lot of shit about Kyle Hebert because what is happening. But then he goes and gets an assist. I think he played that last ball to. So I spent the first 65 minutes just MFing him left and right, and then plays a great ball.
Unless he's interested in coming on the show, in which case, no notes. You're doing great.
Yeah.
No, I said I think he's Canadian, and he's a little upset about the tariffs. It's clearly affecting his play. It's in his head.
Yeah.
Kyle, we wish you the best.
Sending back the passes and refusing to pay for them.
Those passes got an extra 20% on them, and it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Well, I think he had the right touch at the end of the game, though.
Yeah.
That really was. Betcher creates that, right? Like, he gets free, goes.
Yeah,
puts a
just
great ball up there.
running, making
Great
the
run.
runs you shouldn't
I thought
make.
Betcher, and then the Hartel run on his goal, both great, excellent runs. Fun. It was, again, my kid and my wife were on their phones as the game was on. And so then I startled them by screaming at the TV every time we scored a goal.
Yeah.
It goes.
Right.
Yeah.
Like one of those. So they're like, oh, cool, we scored. Like, yeah. That's how they know. No, that's typically how my son knows we've scored a goal. He'll probably be like in another room of the house. And then I'll scream. And he comes running. Can I see the replay? I'm like, yeah, you got it.
That's the problem. They know they don't have to watch the game in my house. Because if
Catch the highlights.
anything remotely interesting happens, I lose my mind.
Yeah.
My kids are just going to tune into the show to find out what happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe you want your kids to watch this.
I think they've all listened.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I don't let my kid listen to it.
My kids know I'm an idiot. What are you?
You're right. You have adult
They're
children
not gonna
now.
they're not going to be surprised by any of this.
I'm sure my son knows I'm an idiot, but like he can't articulate that yet. Like he's like,
I tell him every time I see him.
He's got a feeling. Yeah.
We pull him aside.
It's not going to be a
I
surprise.
know your dad's dumb.
yeah. You're gonna have to provide for
You
this
don't have to
family
listen to him.
much sooner than you realize. Like you're gonna have to really start picking it up.
Every birthday card for the last 10 years for him has just said, "You're the man of the house now."
He checks his credit regularly. He knows I'm a scumbag. He's like, this guy's gonna do this thing.
He just refers to you as the chauffeur.
Pull the car around, sir.
Do you have to call him Miss Daisy as you're taking him to school, or does he allow you to call him by his name?
No, we don't talk in the car.
Yeah.
We put on his awful music.
I'll be honking.
You don't talk to the help.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Don't make eye contact.
the nice win is he likes my music way more than he likes his mom's music.
That does feel good.
He likes hip hop, which
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
One of those where Ashley listens to some crap sometimes. And we're all like,
hip hop is your music?
Obviously.
obviously, look at me. I mean, here's the thing. We grew up in the 90s when hip hop was coming around. It was fantastic. Great. It's like our parents going, rock and roll wasn't the same back in the day. We get to say that about hip hop.
Yeah.
But, obviously, we can't talk about it too much.
The culture.
We can't call it, you're right, we shouldn't call it my music.
Right, because you
Yeah.
are white guy that lives in Illinois.
That's a good point. Fair. Can we
Am I
bleep out what
doxing
town
you?
I
Right,
live in?
sorry.
Can we not put like what town I'm in?
It's not. I mean,
I know, but still.
no one's driving to see you.
It's not on Google Earth. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just put it on there.
Did you call him a white?
A white.
You are a white.
A white. White.
Mm.
Yeah. Don't have a flagpole in my yard though, so.
All right, you're doing okay.
Yeah, not bad. And I listen to hip hop, so.
Feels like a beard to me, but stick with it.
I can't believe we have 5 points out of how we've looked.
Isn't it such a crazy swing from what I mean, I didn't expect to get much out of an away game and the defending champions in week 3. So it's such a crazy swing from being, having 2 points on 3 to having 5 points on 3. Yeah, it feels great, even though I'm not sure you necessarily earned it.
Still haven't given up a goal. So,
Still
again,
haven't given up a goal.
like that's...
You're not going to lose games if you're not getting scored on.
Brent made that point last week.
Yeah?
He made that point. He said you're not going to win games either if you don't score
You're not
goals.
going to win games. So you
Football
got the rules. You're coming
expert.
along. Yeah.
I got one
good
of
for
them.
you.
Yeah.
Sure.
The big one.
Yeah. And now I know what a sitter is.
And now you know what a sitter is. I'd
Real
love
hard.
to hear you explain offsides.
Real hard ER on that. It makes me a little nervous, but we'll clean it up in post.
Sitta.
I think it's worse.
Flagpole.
No, he doesn't have a flagpole.
Flagpole sitter.
Flagpole sitter.
Flagpole sitta.
Sitta. Flagpole sitta. What is flagpole? What was the Harvey Danger? Harvey Danger?
Harvey Danger.
Our music. I can say that about our music, right?
That's your music.
My music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our music.
He's the drummer, I think, from that is the St. Louisan from Harvey Danger. I think my little brothers played with him. Fun fact for no one tell.
You know what heat I took last week over the show was the St. Louis emission. This came from my brother-in-law, if you're still listening. Called out the fact that brought up professional bowling. World-class professional bowler right here in St. Louis, Pete Weber.
Yeah, Pete Weber.
Completely neglected it in mine.
So yeah, that was we were talking about wags.
Yeah,
Bowlers
man.
probably have out of professional
The
sports,
worst.
the worst
That's
wags.
fair. Yeah.
And
I don't want to
Do you think any of them are married?
Pete Weber's been married a few times for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, that
He's got
guy.
some money.
Well, there's a Pete Weber
And those
Jr.,
sunglasses.
so
We should make a Eastbound and Down, but for Pete Weber. Yeah, like that guy is a character.
Would be good. Why don't you throw together a pilot?
Throw together a pilot? Okay.
don't encourage him. That's how this shit started.
Who are you talking about? Who do you think's going to act in it?
Excellent point.
Right.
Are we
So
going to
we
get
should probably take some classes.
Are we going to get scale? I get $2 million.
I need
for
that-
next
I was
movie.
gonna say.
Even if I do a bad job, they got to pay me that extra $2 million. God damn it! I like that gun. You knew I liked that gun.
We can't use any of that.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. I've never seen it.
It's copyright.
Yeah.
You've never watched I Think You Should Leave?
No, just caught clips.
This is not true.
I picked up references
He
that
does
you
this
guys.
every time.
We can't go to the Blue Dolphin. Blue Dolphin burned down. Jimmy Stewart's out on his ass. I don't even know what that guy's name is, but I know he's out on his ass.
What's next on the rundown?
Is that enough soccer talk?
Next on the rundown, Brent said he has trivia. I don't know.
I learned what a sitter is. You learned what a rundown is.
Yeah.
What's a rundown? Yeah.
All right, I took a lot of heat. I've in my rare moments of vulnerability, I've shared the show with a handful of people and gotten feedback, and it's mostly been positive. Like when your kid brings home a picture and they're like, "Oh,
Right,
great!"
Right.
Like,
We're going to put that right on the fridge.
It's a lot like that, yeah. But
We're proud of you.
I caught some heat over trivia. Like, these names are made up, or like, you were too hard on the, why didn't they, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't listen to those people. I only listen to compliments, obviously. But I did try and update trivia this time to make it a little more interesting. So
Shouldn't have been hard.
in that, I'm gonna call it out right away. Real trivia
Okay.
for fake friends.
Real trivia for friends.
That's you. Last time you guys
That's us.
fucked up with an inability to rock, paper, scissors correctly, so I'm going to take control of this. Ryan, you want to pick a number between 1 and 3?
Doing wrong.
I want to go between 1 and 3?
Yeah, between 1 and 3.
2.3.
God damn it. We're going to start with you anyway, Ryan. All right, so there are only 6 questions this time. We're going to shorten it a little bit. We're going to see if we can get some points on the board because it was disappointing, honestly. It was sad. So, Ryan, I'm going to give you the first question. Roman Berkey, lights out this season. A lot of talk in the first 3 episodes about Roman Berkey.
Second hottest on the city.
Yeah. Came from, we'll get to that later.
Got a new haircut.
Came from Bundesliga last March. Was immediately the highest paid keeper in the league. I did research along with the team. Francisco, good work. Appreciate you.
I don't think it was last March.
Yeah, last March is wrong.
Previous March.
Right.
Yeah.
And further.
We'll edit that. We'll clean it up.
I was in Springfield.
Owen will fix it.
Different time zone. Guaranteed
Just dub in
salary
the right month.
of $1.63 million. That's not the trivia. That's just information. The more you know. But we know the keeper's just one of many players on the team, Ryan. Ryan, how many players start the match for St. Louis City each week?
Start.
How many players start for St. Louis City, Ryan?
I'm going to go with 11.
All right.
11. We got a winner. Look at that. First goal of the season for City. First point for Ryan.
It's a St. Louis City podcast, City SC podcast, guys.
I think we've turned it around.
We're doing great.
I'm feeling good about it.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I already see this shtick, but I'm really generally impressed that you got that.
Because I coached 9v9.
I wasn't,
Right.
I wasn't certain he was going to get
Yeah.
You heard the hesitation in his
Yeah,
voice,
I
right?
know.
He's like, I don't think it's a trick question,
I
but
don't.
it might be.
Here's the thing, though. If you would ask me how many players can be, like, dressed on... I definitely don't have that right. I could get close.
I'll be honest,
Maybe
I
it's on
did
there.
make the questions a little tougher for you. Because you're the soccer expert.
What a shock.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You know, like, look.
I'm going to sit in it. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So this is an international question.
You're going to ask me in French?
Real Madrid has won the most UEFA Champions League titles with 15. That's not even the question. That's
Okay.
just free
Those are facts.
information we're sharing with you and the audience. Real Madrid, of course, plays Madrid, Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful city.
Mm-hmm.
Birthplace of famed author Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what he wrote? It's not the question either, just to
Right.
see if you know.
Yeah.
Don Quixote
Uh-huh.
de la Mancha, the Man of La Mancha.
Right.
Great book.
Great book.
Don Quixote has in his book, much like I do, a friend who's described as fat, unkempt, uneducated, unable to read.
Oh, okay.
What's the full name of Don Quixote's friend? This is for 1 point. This is for the tie so
This is
far.
for a tie.
Yeah.
But if I get
Full
it wrong, he
name.
has a chance to steal.
It's-
Because I think he should probably have to answer.
that's episode 4.
I don't know. I don't
Full
haven't-
name of Don Quixote.
Do you know I haven't read a book in 15 years?
Sancho Panza. Sancho Panza. It's disappointing.
I was going to
I was going to go Kaiser Soze. So.
For one, big fat guy. Orca fat.
Or, like the whale, like Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
1-0. 1-0 to recap. Ryan, we're coming back to you. I might need some help on this name, if I'm honest. So, in St. Louis City, and don't look at your question next,
Oh, okay.
St. Louis City has a sporting director. Might be the most interesting man in St. Louis I've found. Lutz Phanasteel, I'm going to say. My apologies if I got that wrong.
He will come on the podcast.
Might be the most interesting man. He wrote a book called The Unstoppable Keeper, where he writes about borrowing a penguin when he played for New Zealand. Just snatched it right out of a colony. I got an excerpt of the book if you guys want that later. It's pretty fun. Ryan, your question. Now he stole a penguin.
I picked up on
for a
that.
pet.
Yeah.
Your question. Do you have a pet?
Yes.
That's correct. That's correct. That's two for
nailed it,
Ryan
you
so far.
suck.
You got 2 questions left, though. You can mount a comeback. I feel good about it. Corey, sticking with the theme of pets, we're going to keep this consistent. Purina, big sponsor of the club.
Biggest.
Kit sponsor. As of January 2023, Purina became the largest pet care company in the United States. In January of this year, they released their financial records for fiscal year 2024. What was Purina's net sales in 2024 for 1 point, Corey?
You're going to give me, how close do I have to get here?
In millions.
In
If you
millions.
can get the right million.
The annual sales for the company?
Annual net sales
Net
for
sales.
Purina. Now, I'm
Net
not talking about
sales.
Nestle, as we all know.
Can I tell you I'm not sure I know the difference between gross and net?
Well,
It always takes me like a minute to get it through, so just talk amongst yourself while I think about it.
Ryan's gross.
Fair. Tough to
$650 million.
You are way up. 991.354 million.
I feel like they should be.
And that was
better.
their net.
You
sales.
might have given it for Nestle, their parent company, but that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, obviously you didn't.
I
These
went to-
questions are trterribly phrased.
Yeah.
I obviously gave you the Nestle.
Sounds
Well,
like
that's
it's-
probably right.
They're like real wordy. Just
It's
a lot
so
of. There's
long.
so
I
much
don't
up
know.
top.
What was the feedback you got from the first
We're
trivia?
providing
Make the
a set-
question
that
longer?
you added to make
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
what it is currently.
Yeah. Well, this is a
We'll
short.
call it an improvement.
Another short question coming up for Ryan. Buckle
Yeah.
up.
All right.
Ryan, the maximum number of substitutions allowed in a standard MLS game is 5.
I had it ready. I was like, this is
Yeah.
my hand.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ryan spelled the word 5.
Mm.
He's going to get tripped up on F or V, though.
Yeah, is it 2 F's?
Yeah,
F-I-V-E.
that's 3 for 3. He's 3 for 3.
Do you know how many substitution windows you're allowed?
I think you made that up.
I believe 4?
That's wrong. That's
3?
wrong.
Is it 3?
I'm going to give you the
It's
option.
3.
You're
You
going to
get
get
2
the
guesses,
opportunity
though.
again. This is another shorter question.
Isn't that injury count or something like that? Doesn't
Yeah,
like
well, if you get
Can
a
he phone a
concussion,
friend for any of these?
you can phone a friend.
He's going to need a friend.
I am correct to think if there was an injury, you technically could have a 4th
Yeah.
window. Yes.
It's not an injury, though. It has to be a specific concussion. If you make all your substitutions and someone gets injured, you play a man down.
So a concussion gets you.
A concussion.
So if you're really hurt, you start grabbing your head.
Concussion gets you a
100%.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken ankle,
Concussion
bone
gets
sticking
you a
out, you still
podcast with
grab
your
your head.
buddies. Right.
Yeah.
You just grab your head.
Last one, Corey. Just
Can't-
for
Sweet, sweet mercy.
pride, if nothing else. It's shorter one, still longer than Ryan's, but made a big deal about Olaf, even in this episode. Mentioned him a couple times, taking the helm at City. Melberg has now been managing football clubs since 2015 when he started a club called Broma Pakarna.
Yep.
Spell
Totally.
Broma Pakarna.
Broma Picana. Can I get country of origin?
Sweden.
Swedish. Sweden?
Well, it's in
Are there
Sweden, making it
umlauts?
Swedish.
It's a
Do I have
Swedish
to-
town.
Broma, your pronunciation was a little off, actually.
Broma?
Broma?
Broma.
Pakarna.
Picarna.
Pakarna.
Swedish. Can you use it in a sentence?
There's no way you're able to spell Broma Pakarna.
Broma Picana. B-R-O-M-A.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah, okay. You gotta hyphenate it.
Picana, common spelling. P-I-C-A-N-A.
Yeah, it's-
With a little tilde over the end. And the O has a line through it. I don't know
That's
why you
incorrect.
think I know anything. Based on this trivia game.
BROMMAPOJ. That's the poi portion of it.
Boy,
KARNA. That's a tough defeat for
pretty
you.
close.
3-0. Ryan, congratulations.
3-0.
I'm so smart.
3-0.
That's a thing.
You guys see how smart I am?
3-0.
No, look at you.
Well done.
It's the first time I've ever won a spelling bee in my life, and pretty happy about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you guys.
That feels a lot like that 40-yard dash we did, if I'm being honest.
Oh, speaking of that, 40-yard dash. So if you guys don't know, we all ran a 40-yard dash, but we're old. So we added a beer chug at the end of it, and Corey was scientifically proven to be slower than everybody here, which is great. But,
You're using the word scientifically wrong.
I mean, we had numbers and everything.
Mhm.
So a comment, because we brought up the speed and all this kind of stuff. Comments, we can maybe intro to spicy
Are
takes
these
here.
spicy takes?
I'm not going to say this is a spicy take, but I just did a comment. Since you guys love running, I want to see who wins a race if after every lap you have to chug a beer. Nothing screams dads more than doing stuff you used to be able to do in your 20s and failing at it. I love this idea.
Yeah.
I think the debate I have is when you chug a beer, is it a 12 ounce or is it a tall boy? Because I think if it's a tall boy, I have a better shot of beating you two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely have a better shot. It's not 0. What's your mile time?
If I ran a mile right now,
Without stretching.
Without stretching,
Shirt
I
off.
don't finish.
Yeah,
But also,
make
you
it-
have to take your shirt off.
Don't make it to the first beer.
If I'm allowed to stretch,
You can stretch, but you got to take your
I
shirt
can I can still will myself into running a sub 9 mile. I think.
There is zero chance you beat me in any athletic endeavor. Under any
That's
circumstance.
fair.
Chugging a beer? If I gotta chug a beer after, like
You said
again,
athletic endeavor,
You gotta
Ryan.
run to the beer is the problem.
yeah, no, I understand that.
I'm not sure you're gonna make it to the first one.
I think it's a tall boy.
Are
Though.
you getting professionally
Now,
stretched?
here's the question I have: Do you get to drink while you jog?
No, it is.
You
It's
put
like
in a
it's like
sippy cup?
it's like drunken Mario Kart rules. DUI Mario Kart.
Okay.
You cannot be driving and drinking at the same time, right? You have to.
Okay, yeah. In
So I
no
think-
way do City Dad podcasts condone drunk driving.
Right, especially on Mario Kart. Rainbow Road? Are you kidding me?
Terrible.
Lives are out there.
Those poor Goombas.
Yeah,
I don't think you can call them Goombas
I don't
anymore.
think that's allowed
Little,
anymore.
little mushrooms? What do you call
Goombers.
them?
The
Hardy you are.
That's how we're getting canceled. Because I made fun of Goombas.
I was worried last week. Here we are. Real
The-
bogged down in the mud.
so here's a question: Would you do? Because I believe we have a name.
Can I do twisted teas? I'm going to do twisted teas.
Twisted teas are tall boys, right?
You can get them in whatever you want, I think, but yeah.
You can do twisted. That seems even worse than a regular
No,
beer.
I'm
That's so much sugar.
I'm going to beat you by
Days.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Plus, he's running maybe a 9-minute. I'm going to kill you.
I don't know, guys.
I would be done with this challenge before this argument's over.
I might give you a lap.
Oh God, I will destroy you. I've beat you in 2 races so far already.
Like,
I think it has to be tall boys, though. I think it's got to be the trashiest. It's got to be the trashiest. You got to be 4 beers in 10 minutes is a lot, but
you think you're going to finish in 10 minutes? That's crazy.
I've never lasted 10 minutes.
You're gonna.
Could we just say this? If we get to a certain subscriber count,
no,
we'll
it's
just film this and just settle it.
So here's my thing:
That's fair.
is I want to do this, but I would like to challenge our listeners. Is I think there's a dollar amount, right? Yeah. And whatever dollar amount we raise, it has to be like if we can get to X amount of dollars, we'll donate that money to a charity, and I have a name for it for everybody who's in the greater St. Louis area. It's called the Caseyville Mile. Okay.
Not the charity. This is
Which
the
is
race.
perfect sound effect for the Caseyville Mile.
Right.
Yeah, just nailed it. Thank you.
5-0.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. If you go walk a mile in Caseyville, you're going to pass 4 liquor stores, right? You're going to have an opportunity every quarter of a mile to grab another beer.
Hop in.
Right.
Get a cold one.
So the Caseyville Mile.
Editor's note. These idiots are about to ask you for money, but they won't provide you with any method for delivering that money. Just ignore them. They're not really hurting anybody.
I think if we can raise $250, we'll donate it to Home Sweet Home. It's a charity. It's a furniture bank in St. Louis. They help give furniture to those maybe coming out of prison, battered women's shelter, anything like that.
I love it.
A lot of times housing is provided, but furniture is not.
Sure.
So they're a furniture bank for those people. Great organization. Awesome what they do for the city. So we would donate, if we can get $250 dedicated in donations. I think we film this and we do the Caseyville Mile.
I love it. I'm in.
In?
Yeah.
In?
Yeah,
I like
let's do
it.
Tall boys.
Yeah.
Tall boy, twisted tea, half and half.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever
But
I want.
24 ounces of fluid
Okay.
has to go into your body between every lap.
I will double whatever the donations are so that Owen cuts it to make me look like I won.
What's your mile time?
And also, if you anybody who's watching
U.S. or metric time.
if you were to record yourself running a 40 and chugging a beer and posting your times, we'd love to see that
Love
too.
to see it.
Because Corey right now is at the bottom of the leaderboard. I think it was like 13 seconds.
But on the leaderboard, though.
On the
So
leaderboard,
You recorded 8
yeah.
times.
Okay, I can record and send mine in.
We could also, when we do the Caseyville Mile, we could add that in
Yeah.
as well
It's the warm-up.
as a warm up. That's how we get loose.
Sheesh.
Fucking blow a quad.
I'm getting the blocks this time.
I think I get that you guys are in better shape than me. I understand that.
Agreed.
I don't know.
It's mean. It's the meanest thing.
Well, lose some weight. I'm going to tell you.
But let's get into Spicy Takes. Spicy Takes. Spicy Takes. Spicy Takes is brought to you by Fathead. Got the sauces right here. They're awesome barbecue place. Shop out of Bethalto, Illinois. Give them a shout out. You can go online, fatheadbarbecuesauce.com. Order some of their sauce. You get 10% off with the code DADDY. Check it out. Awesome sauces, awesome people, independent entrepreneurs, shop local, guys. So let's start off.
Makes me laugh every time.
What?
Promo code DADDY. Every
Promo code
time.
DADDY?
Yeah,
Yeah, as our fans are daddies and lady daddies.
sure.
Daddies and lady daddies. Lady daddy sounds like...
Lady Daddy.
Yeah, Lady
right?
Daddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and mark that. Owen.
All right, this...
Mark that one as well.
What?
It's not subliminal messaging. What are you doing?
No, not at all.
All right, this is from Stein8, at Stein8. I'm convinced that with how much they talk about the players, they are the ones fantasizing about them in the bedroom instead of their wives. Tough but fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That wasn't a secret.
he gets
Right.
the show.
Yeah, he gets a show.
That's a less than hot take. I get it,
Yeah.
but
It's like a recap.
we appreciate you.
More of a synopsis.
Yeah.
Can you dump
What
that
are
in
you
the podcast scenario, the description?
Yeah. Nathan, last week's winner, Nathan from between Litchfield and Hillsborough, back again.
Love that guy.
Between the hosts sporting boners over the jawline of a 47-year-old Swede, coach they didn't know existed 4 months ago, and the announcement of Coldplay for the entertainment at the World Cup final in 26, it's clear and refreshing to see a professional sports league target a new key demographic.
I don't know about new, but that's solid.
Felt wordy but accurate.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
This is from Austin, Texas Ranger. Nothing like hearing middle-aged man get winded whilst talking shit about winning a 40-yard dash against another doughy middle-aged man. That's nice. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean, though.
Yeah. This is from the Winsville Mountie. Hey, asshats, riddle me this. What's a more pathetic midlife crisis? Starting a podcast or performing a banger for thousands of fans? Keep Phil Collins' name out of your mouth.
Hey, real quick on that.
Yeah.
When I posted last week's episode, YouTube tells you if something is banned, and Phil Collins is banned in Russia.
Yeah,
I
isn't that
think you
crazy?
should know that.
Yeah.
So,
Do you wear that as a badge of honor, or?
but we had a
Phil
Russian,
Collins is an enemy of the state of Russia.
But we are not.
Is that what I'm
we
We're not yet.
We had a Russian listener our first episode in the demographics, and the next week we played it. Phil Collins, who is banned. So
Look,
Yeah.
we need to get that listener back.
The
God.
Russian listener, maybe an OnlyFans subscription of mine. I don't know.
It's a burner.
But that $10 is getting us a listener
There you go.
every week.
You're running a VPN out of Moscow. What are you doing?
You're doing it wrong.
So those are what we have for spicy takes of the week, and I think
Pretty
they're
good.
getting better. I think they're getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the abusive ones. Those are. I like the one about me getting winded most of all. But that's just my narcissism, I
Whilst
guess.
One
Is that
last-
that's an inside joke from the second?
the second episode,
second
which you
episode that I didn't
watched.
listen
Yeah. Feel free to tune in anytime you'd like.
One last thing, and I'll shut up back here.
Here-
But
No.
the fact that Corey didn't listen to episode 2, I think it's right for you to know there was a heavy, heated debate over who's the cutest of the three of you,
Yeah.
and would love to know your
Who's the
your
cutest
thoughts
of
on
the
this.
three of us?
Yeah.
There were
There was a
comments.
spicy take. There was a spicy take last week from Nathan between Litchfield and Hillsborough.
Yeah.
He wondered who would win in a 40-yard dash. His bet was on the cute one, which clearly I'm winning. Duh.
There's
gonna
no
get-
doubt in my mind
get
that
brought
I
up
am the
again.
cutest and the fastest. Is that where we had?
So here it is. This is where he gets upset.
I'm gonna walk off the goddamn show. Are you kidding me?
Flip this table over. If you want to take your shirt
Tune in.
off and race right now,
I swear that my blood pressure can't take
I don't
it
need
a
the
second time.
$250.
Just watch the episode.
You lose 10 pounds and everything is take your shirt off now.
Right,
Everything's
yeah.
like,
if you want to,
The charity is
Take
to
your
get you to
clothes
put
off.
your clothes back on.
yeah.
Look what you started.
all right. If we make 250, and we donate to charity. I'm doing it topless and in spandex shorts. If we make 350, I'll do it clothed. Is that fair? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Incentive.
Yeah,
That's what we call it.
What do you guys got for spicy takes of the week? What do you got?
What we have again? Give me the
Just gonna
The
get
Winston-
ass hats.
Hey, assets was Winsville Mountie.
Okay.
Austin, Texas Ranger was getting winded. The progressive
Yeah.
Nathan between Litchfield and Hillsborough was the progressive.
Progressive. Don't say any more words. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that we fantasize more about the players during sex than our wives do. From Steinate.
I'm conflicted because I think it's right. We do enjoy the players more than our wives do. So, but
It's just not hot enough.
Nathan sounds like he listens to the show. Like, I feel like that should be rewarded. So,
Nathan was the Coldplay.
Coldplay. Yep.
I think that's the winner.
Nate-
I hate
Nate-
to do it.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. I hate it too. Yeah, 2 in a row. Nathan from between Litchfield and Hillsborough, second time winner
Look at that.
of Spicy Takes.
Good time.
Second Fathead sauce bottle coming your way.
Well done.
You will get a different flavor. Maybe the pickle one. Dill. They have like a pickle flavored one that sounds pretty good. I kind of want to try it.
We should send him something we know he hates. The comment does deserve the pickle.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. But
Like you talking about our sponsors that way, I don't think he's going to hate any of these. I think
That's fair.
they're all delightful.
Find out what Nathan between those cities
Litchfield.
food allergens are, and let's.
send them peanuts. Just Jif. Just
Do they sell something with extra gluten in it?
Here's your hot sauce. There's definitely no peanut butter in it.
yeah.
Thanks for the comment.
So yeah, this is nice. We're all here together. Corey hasn't tried to grab her legs once. This is good.
Well,
Which I
How much time we got
Now
left?
you
over
said
under.
it.
I can see the feed. They can see my They can see it.
Get a
I'm
handsy.
just trying to be
It's entrapment.
respectful.
So the other
You
thing,
asked me several times. I'm just not going to do it.
was brought up is that daddy issues, new segment called Daddy Issues, where we're dads. Let's talk dad stuff, right? And I think Brent, did you said you had something or no?
But didn't.
Oh, all right. I thought
Did I?
I remember in text messages going like, "Hey, I would like to talk about this on the show."
Dude, it was on the rundown.
It was on the rundown.
Do you want to talk about the Galaxy coach? Is that what you want to talk about?
The Galaxy Coach.
Help me out here.
You did have some great takes on the Galaxy Coach. Actually, I would like to hear.
I had thoughts on him.
Yeah.
Greg Manning.
Owen, help us out here and cut all of that out because I have no idea what this guy's
Actually,
talking about.
this is a good.
Did you have something else?
This is a good chance for us to preview our live event on March 30th. So, guys, all you daddies and lady daddies out there, Sunday, March 30th, we have a 1:15 kickoff against Austin, and we will be at Schlafly for the pregame before the march, having a live event where we will have a goal set up, and you have a chance to take a PK shot to get a free beer, maybe a free bottle of Fathead sauce, a winner if you make the PK shot. But while you guys are taking those shots, we will be talking mad shit the entire time in your ear. And so this started a little bit last night with Brent sassing the LA coach.
Yeah. I do like the title of Daddy Issues because that fits. This segment should also be called "Do You Want to Listen to a Good Podcast?" Because I stole kind of this joke from the Dan Le Batard show. They do a looks like game.
Yeah.
Which is always entertaining. It's March Madness. They have a whole bracket. It's great. Go listen to that. Stop listening to this immediately and go listen to that.
That's great. Good.
And then come back.
If you're only listening to one podcast, Levitard.
And we're
Two.
back. So watching the match last night, Greg Vanny, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Could be Vanny. I don't know how you pronounce it. I had some thoughts on how he looked like because I didn't like it. He had a little sassy look to him. I didn't appreciate
Very
it.
LA.
Tough day for him. I'll grant him that. But I didn't like the look he was
Tough
giving.
start to the season.
So I ran a couple looks like for Greg Vanny. I'll give them to you. The first one's wordy, Corey, to your point earlier.
It's okay.
Greg Vanny looks like he wants you to know that the Alcantara seat inserts in his Benz were a $12,000 upgrade, but it makes all the difference in feeling what the road is trying to tell you. That's what Greg Vanny looks like to me.
The fact that you know what that seat upgrade is,
Yeah.
is also speaks to your.
Right.
Yeah.
We get it. You're doing
You
well.
did out yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got two more. Greg Vanny looks like he pretends to like scotch.
Yeah.
Shorter, to the point.
Yeah. He definitely he's poured a glass and then like had to turn away like that.
He
Yeah.
pours it in the potted plant.
Yeah.
He's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just wants an Appletini.
The last
But people
one.
around are judging.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not a single umbrella in this drink. And the last one was actually the first one I came up with. I think it's the most appropriate. Greg Vanny looks like Cialis.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
Specifically,
Again.
yeah.
Outing yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what you know. Stick with you. Those are my daddy issues, Ryan. Thank you for bringing them
That's
to
good.
the table.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
So your daddy issues are more about how you're a shitty dad.
It's my projections on other people, I think, is what it happens.
It's not necessarily
to be.
about your upbringing. You're like, I've messed
Yeah.
up these kids quite
Yeah.
a bit. And that's fine. It's
Yeah.
good.
I hope Owen cuts this into a two-man podcast again. And I don't even care which two. I do have a preference. I hope it's not me.
It won't be.
You can't-
They're not going to cut the cute one.
Offensive.
We do need to look ahead. We need to look ahead.
Did we ever give our sponsorship?
Christina Schmittling with Homes by Janelle. She did sponsor the recap. You're right. I forgot to say that because I am not good at this. And yeah, guys,
There is no rundown. This is bullshit. There's no rundown.
it's a rundown like Jim
This
has.
isn't Wingdings.
It's not even on. I think it hasn't been plugged in 4 years.
It's a blippy YouTube video.
This isn't.
It's an Etch-a-Sketch with an Apple cover.
Just a bunch of pictures of Olaf Melberg.
Yeah. But they're not even on the screen. They're taped on. They're printed out. Eyes cut out of them. Anyway, Homes by Janelle. Christina Schmittling, you should use her as your real estate agent. She'll be at the live event on March 30th at Schlafly. Come out and see us. She'll be there. Fathead Barbecue Sauce will be there. We'll be there talking shit to definitely other dads like us who are going to try and attempt a PK kick. Look ahead for next week. Also, we got to give a shout out to our studio sponsor, presenting sponsor, Sneaky's Bar and Burger Joint in Edwardsville, Illinois. Also, Edwardsville, Illinois. Shout out to SIUE. First ever time going to be making the NCAA tournament. Won the Ohio Valley Conference on Saturday behind Rayshawn Taylor, Collinsville High School alum.
Dude, our listeners are going to be so confused.
I
Listeners we have are going to be so confused.
I'm just saying, I don't know the last time.
You're talking about basketball.
Yes.
SIUE is a perennial powerhouse in soccer. They've made the national tournament a billion times.
I just
Walk it back.
Like
Owen, can you cut that so it doesn't sound like a...
I can't make him not sound like an idiot.
Right.
Like
It's
adult
just
soccer, or
what
like
it is. You can't fix that. What if we just like deep fake AI the whole Ryan Ballard? Like,
Who would you
I'll tell you what I want him to say, and we'll just dub it.
I think you Asian lady.
Yeah, who would you replace him with?
Keep the beard.
Who would I replace him
What
with?
would be your-
Anybody?
Your DEI hire
Another
to
one. of me.
replace him.
blank space.
A second Corey. Another Q1.
What about Clippy from?
Microsoft Word guy.
It just pops
Just
up.
horrible suggestions. That's basically what you are.
It just
I'm
pops
being
up to the
honest.
side of trivia
Yeah.
and says, "I think you're trying to answer with 93.36 million."
Anyway, Sneaky's Bar and Burger Joint,
Are you
Edwardsville,
trying to spell
Illinois.
a Swedish
Yeah,
city right now?
Right. Did you mean Bruma with two O's? And none of them have the line through it?
I'm very happy for Edwardsville. There's a very nice homemade sign on the way into town. I don't know if it came from the elementary school, but it's good work if it did. It's bad work if it was an adult.
Fuck you guys.
Which one of our sponsors is paying for this segment?
I mean, what is money?
Regretfully, I assume.
No, so
We're going to have to record you later, just solo.
100%.
please check out Sneaky's Bar and Burger Joint in Edwardsville, Illinois. Smash Wagyu Burgers, home of a great soccer team in SIUE in Edwardsville. Put it on the board.
I want you to just ADR him later. Just record him doing the read, but put it over the top of us saying something completely different.
Yeah. Look ahead. We got Seattle Sounders coming to town on Saturday. Corey, what you got?
Seattle Sounders, good team. They are scoring in bunches. Their defense is...
Did they score 5?
5 goals.
They scored 5.
5 goals. Yeah, that's so good test. It's a big deal. It's two teams that are probably, sitting on 5 points in 3 games. I'd say we're looking for that top 4 spot. So they'll be right there too. At home, should be a fortress. It'll be loud. We'll see who wins out between the 5 backs and the 3-pronged attack of Seattle.
Who's the? I don't even want to attempt the name. New player came up from Bundesliga, center back.
Baumgartel?
Yeah, he made his first appearance.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to see more of him?
I do, and mostly because Kyle Hebert. We gotta be better on the ball. So. I wouldn't be shocked to see Baumgartel in for Hebert in that 5-back system.
Think you see more Yarrow or?
I don't know. I hope I see more Yarrow. He certainly is athletic enough to go to that ground. Still a young player.
I feel like he's been solid. Honestly.
Look, the king is Henry Kessler. I think
He's been great.
You throw Henry Kessler in the middle there, and you're probably going to be fine.
Yeah, Kessler's been phenomenal. Berkey was great. So big defensive test this upcoming Saturday.
Is that enough soccer talk?
Guys, fun podcast.
Yeah,
Fun times.
good.
Fun times.
I mean,
Love you guys.
good.
Owen, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Be good.
Nah, back off, man.
Yeah.